Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley Sisters. I'm Naturally Nitty, aka Jessica, and this is episode 152.
I am Alina, also known as Starnitz. This is July 23rd.
July 23rd.
This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
So, grab your knitting or spinning this week and craft along with us. Mojo?
I do have Mojo.
I do too.
I don't have it to show you, so I'm going to try and find a picture.
Me neither.
What?
I said me neither.
But I made a granny square.
Oh, I need to make one.
For a snake in need, and I mailed it off already.
I don't have any superwash in the colors.
I went up and looked in my scrap. I would say pile, but it's like a big
mountain
vacuum seal bag. Like the big kind that you vacuum seal like all your pillows and blankets in.
Yeah.
And I found some 1824 Mission Falls wool. It's a superwash merino. So.
That's awesome. No, I actually, I think I have some brown, like chocolate brown, so that will work. But it won't be fun. It'll just be brown. Either way.
That's all, though.
I made a mason jar cozy. Actually, the pattern is called canning jar cozy. And it's really smart. If you see...
What's it for?
Oh, shoot. To cover a mason jar.
But I mean, like, what's the point?
If you see up here, you start at the top, and you cover, you stitch around a hair tie, like an elastic.
Yeah. And
it stays in there, so then that's what keeps it on at the top. It is for our nephew, Joshua. Joshua. He, Dawn texted me and said, Joshua would really like it if you made him a cozy for his mason jar because they drink smoothies every single day and his hands get cold. And then she sent me, oh, she doesn't mind me showing this, but this picture of him. His face.
That's so
like,
cute.
Because his hands get cold. So I said, sure, I can make that.
I am sad that she didn't ask me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You say you don't knit for people.
I do for family.
Oh, okay. Anyways, it went really quick. I actually started another one for me, or whatever. I sent that one off. I don't know if she got it yet. Well, just yesterday or the day before, so probably not. But yeah, that's all I made. Super fast, though.
I have to turn mine in still.
Yeah, I have to turn classes in. I haven't done anything. Any whips?
No.
Me neither. I haven't worked on that pumpkin ale sweater, so
actually, my one pair of newt socks I have attached to my purse, and I did knit on them on Sunday, so that's a lie. But not great.
Liar. All right.
But only when I'm out and about.
So you spin me right round?
Yes, spinning. Now, this is why I've attached my... This is the reason why I attached my other work in progress bag to my purse instead of this one, which has my Turkish spindle in it. If I can find the piece. So, I have a very heavy purse. And it fell down the other day because I have like a little shoe shrunk that I set my purse on when I get home. And then, you know, like I have my stuff attached to it for travel because if it's not attached. Anyways, it fell down and I opened up my thing to find this.
Your purse, seriously, must be ginormously heavy.
It is. Because I have, like, everything in there.
That's crazy. That's sad. Because that's a thick little spindle.
I think it was that or something. So I can, however, like push this through and just have like a mini shaft.
That works.
But like this part. But I did go and order a replacement. I was going to order it when I found it like that. But she was on vacation because she was at some show.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to order it. But I checked last night and she was open. And I ordered one. And I might have ordered a Slytherin colored Turkish spindle. Because you can't just pay $4 for a replacement thing.
No, but you can't.
You need to get something bigger. So.
Agreed.
But yeah. So yeah, but I am also spinning my mashup of the hobbledehoy fiber called Haunted, which is finished on this bobbin, which I don't remember if I showed you that before.
I don't think it was finished.
Yeah, but I'm also spinning, and I'm spinning the other half of the mashup, which is a Shadow In Fiber Arts, and the color is Chamber of Secrets.
Okay.
And they're a merino tencel blend, so they're very shiny, and I'm spinning it. So yeah, that's what I'm spinning currently.
Okay.
And funny story, we went to this is kind of random, but not really. We went to a friend's house, and the girls were swimming, and I took my spinning wheel because I'm like, if they're swimming, I'm not swimming, but I will sit there and watch.
Right.
So I took the spinning wheel, and they were like, oh, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's a spinning wheel. These are other friends.
Oh, I was like, didn't you just do that?
Oh. This is another set of friends. So these are like older friends. Like a lady from my Bible study and her husband is friends with Andy. And they were like, wow. So that's how they did it in the olden days. I'm like, yeah. Well, how do you do it? And so I like explained how you move the pedals with your feet and it creates the wheel to turn and it goes up and and then you like anyway. So I kind of explained it, and they were just like, wow, that's really cool. That you're like in the olden days. So I was like, yes. And it was just kind of funny, so I thought I would share that. But
that is funny. I am very excited because I finished. Well, it looks kind of silly because that pulled up, but the undipped. What?
My little bag.
Go play outside. And sorry, this is what happens when you podcast during the day. And I'm starting to ply the fun dip and the undipped.
Oh, you're plying it on a spindle.
I figured, I think this would be my first. Well, I spun all the sample yarn when I did the sample roll eggs. On a spindle, but I plied it on a wheel. But I wanted to ply it on a spindle so it could be my first, like, spindle spun yarn. Hand spun. Anyways, so yes, so I'm plying it. And I'm doing it on my standard size so I can hopefully fit it all on. But yes, so I'm excited. I finished that. I also finished spinning the Shadow and Fiber Arts Shazam colorway. Shazam. And I'm ready to ply it. So it's in a ply ball.
I think that was the one that you didn't put in a ply ball last time because you were too lazy.
No, I have it right here.
Oh.
I just finished those singles just the other day. This is what I still need to apply. That I talked about last time. And I also, actually I didn't write this down. Here, well, let me finish winding this on. I also this is kind of random, but I'll talk about it now. So one morning I woke up and Chloe's like, there's a present for you. And I was like, what? So she brought in this bag and it had this cute little mason jar thing.
That is cute.
With a straw, and it had like, you know those like crinkly cut paper
stuff
with a very tiny little spindle in it from Turtle Made. The Femto, or is it Femto? How do you say that?
I have no idea.
The miniest of minis, which I will get out in 2 seconds and show you. In there, and she had it all wrapped cute, and around it, it had like a little tag on it. But for like just because, and she's awesome.
That is awesome, because I don't have friends like that.
So look at how tiny this thing is.
That is so small.
It's like a baby. And I was like, you are so, I texted her, I'm like, that's so awesome, you're so cool. And she's like, it's really not practical at all, like, for anything that I would want to knit. I'm like, me neither, because I don't really knit with lace. But it's, like, so cute and tiny.
That is. That would be perfect for, like, a Reducio swap.
It would be.
If you had one that, like, was laying around, because, to tell you the truth, the Reducio has a $10 limit, so...
Oh, yeah, well, it would break that. But anyways, compared to the standard size, and then compared to... Ooh. Almost dropped it. The mini. I took a picture on Instagram of them all lined up together because they were uber cute, and I couldn't believe how tiny it was. Like, I thought the mini was mini. Like, here's the mini.
But there's a size even in between those.
Yeah, there is a size in between those.
That is so small.
It's like a toothpick. I feel like I'm going to break it. But it's, you know, it's pretty sturdy. But it's like teeny tiny and adorable.
Just don't let your purse fall on top of it.
So I put it in a metal tin.
That's smart.
From Jared. This is from Green Tea in it.
That's cool.
No breaking. But yeah. So what else do I have? Oh, so I counted my yardage finally for my newt. And I had, for the dark ones, I had 1,399. And for the light, I had 1,404 yards. So total, I had 2,803.
You could almost make 2 sweaters.
I know.
Like a light
well,
skirt
it was like 2.5 pounds, right?
Right.
It was 35, 36 ounces or something. Yeah, so it was a lot. But, yeah.
You could make the same sweater, one light and one dark.
Because that would be fun. No, yeah, I'm debating what pattern to do. I was looking at some patterns the other day, and I couldn't decide. I don't know. I'm having a hard time picking.
You could look at my cue.
I could just do the one colored and not even. But then, like, I mashed them. I guess it's just a mashup of 6 braids instead of 12. I don't know.
You could make, like, if you find 2 patterns that you really like, and make one the light version and one the dark version, but make it, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I could just make 2 sweaters. Which is what I might do. Because they're going to stripe anyways, because I fractally plied them in a weird way for 3-ply. But yeah, so I need to make some more Rolags so that I can finish my newt. But that's all I've been spinning. I've been concentrating on this fun dip, undipped mashup thing here because it's going to be awesome. Moving on. Sewing? Have you been sewing?
Yes, I have been sewing. I am sewing gray right now, and that means it's Slytherin, Dalek, and other great things. And I also have been I made a couple of Midoris, and so I'm going to be taking pictures of those today to put in my shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, you know, like I sew the paper inserts for that too. Because I figure I'm going to make mine come with one insert.
That's cool.
Just to get them started.
Speaking of which, did you send the kids'?
Yeah, you should probably get it today because other stuff that I sent,
Chloe's been asking, did she send them? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I was going to send them last week on Saturday, but the PayPal shipping thing wasn't working, and it didn't work until Monday, so I sent them on Monday. But other people were getting the stuff that I sent on Monday today, so.
That's understandable. I actually sewed, in preparation for them, some inserts for the kids.
Well.
So I made some, oops. That was my little template. So I made 2 for each of them. And one I did with some lined notebook paper.
Oh, smart.
And one I just did with plain computer paper. But I did these for Gabe. Because they're manly. And then I know they're Irishy, but they're green for Truby. And then you need to go outside. Yes.
They want to be famous.
No, she just wrote a note to see if she could go play at Jack's house. Because I told him to stay outside, but in our yard. Anyways, these ones are for Chloe.
Oh, was that an Avery thing?
And then these are for Leah. And then I actually did some fun things, and I sewed with the sewing machine. I took some of the things you made, and put a little pocket on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cute.
That is cute.
Just on the girls though, because the boys don't need pockets.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I've sewn. But it was still fun. All right.
Okay, Jim. No, Jim.
It's been so hot and muggy. Like, even being inside, I feel horrible and icky. It's not cool. So, like, the thought of getting even more sweaty does not appeal at all to me.
I am in the serious funk still. I just need to do it, I guess. But at the same time, I'm like, bleh.
It's hard. It really is a mind game. For me too. Like, though did I tell you I bought a yoga mat because I wanted to start doing the payo again, but when I was doing it, I was slipping on the carpet and it was not fun when you slip on the carpet. So I finally bought a yoga mat. So I do want to start that up again.
That's cool.
Yes. So that doesn't really count, but it kind of counts. Actually, it doesn't. We played kickball the other day in the backyard, so I was running a little bit. But I think I hurt my foot/shin just from doing that, like running around some bases. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
I need to get out my my hula hoop, and hoop. Except for I can't get it to go around more than like the initial spin. Like, I can't get it to go around it.
I can do it for a couple minutes. I should do that again. I forgot about that. Mine's downstairs.
Mine glows in the dark and it sits right behind my whatever it's called, couch. And I look at it and think, that's cool, I should do that again, but that I don't.
You should. Your goal should be to make it go around twice.
I can't. Like, and it keeps falling and hitting the top of my feet, and it hurts.
Oh, they're heavy. Yeah, I got bruises on like my legs and stuff from doing them when I was doing it.
So, okay, let's go on to binging because we're not doing good at gym, but other people are doing very well. At
yeah,
gym.
our cardio challenge group, whatever, is doing awesome. I'm so proud and jealous of them. Good job, guys.
Yeah, I am proud too.
Y'all rock. Okay, so I decided I wanted to watch The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings because for the life of me, I could not remember them. Like, I know.
Did you watch all 3 Hobbits?
Yes. I know we saw the first Hobbit. Like, I remember watching it when it came out. And I don't think we watched the second 2. So I borrow it from my friend, and I'm watching it. Like, I seriously remember 5% of this movie. Like, I don't know if that was like back when I was working or if Truman was still little and I just wasn't getting sleep or what. Like, and I just slept through movies because, like, I didn't remember any of it. So we watched all 3 Hobbits and The Lord of the Rings.
The Hobbit hasn't been since Truman was little.
Well, when did the first one come out?
Like maybe 2 years ago.
Nuh-uh, because there's 3 movies. It takes longer than that for them to put out a movie.
No, not anymore. They're like streamlined it. They taped it all at once and just split it into 3.
I'm IMDbing it.
Okay. But anyway, so you watched The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit?
Yeah, and The Lord of the Rings. So, like, I remember bits and pieces of The Lord of the Rings. I've never read the books, okay?
I have.
I have not.
They're way different and way better.
But now I want to.
They're kind of, that era of writing is kind of like epic storytelling. Yeah. So there's like a lot.
Well, I remember trying to listen to The Hobbit because I was going to listen to that first. And so I listened to, I don't know, maybe a chapter or 2. And like, I couldn't get into it. But I think now that like my interest is peaked and I enjoyed the movies a lot, I think that I would be able to.
And the books are a lot better because there's more detail. So The Hobbit, they added to the
You're
movies.
Right, 2012. But it's 15, so that was 3 years ago.
So he wasn't that little.
No,
maybe The Lord of the Rings he was little, if you don't remember that.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Either way, watched them all, and they were good, and it was fun. And I want to read the books now. So yeah. But cool stuff. And hey, we went to see that movie. Have you seen the
We did. Yeah.
Gabe,
it's time for me to take my vitamins.
Because he's at camp right now and we went without him.
Oh.
Because Tuesdays are $5 movie days.
I know, we need a Marcus Theater
Instead
here.
of like, you know, however much it is to normally get in, which $5 is still expensive, but whatever.
Well, we go up to Westmont and it's a dinner and a movie place and the tickets are like $6.
That's awesome. We now have like food and pizza and like you could even get beer and wine. But like the stuff, I looked at the menu, is so crazy expensive. Like I could see maybe Joe and I getting something if we went like on a date. But
well, I told you about that Marcus Theater we went to in Ohio,
that's
right?
how ours is now. I should take a picture of the inside.
It's fancy.
It is. It's crazy and awesome, but way expensive. Like there's you could like drop $100 just on 2 people doing stuff.
Yeah, that's why I like our dinner and a movie place because it's just dinner and a movie. Pay like $35 for.
I wish we had that
for a date for 2.
Anyway, so yeah, we went and saw the Mindy movie. That was fun.
So are you binging on anything else? Books?
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, I kind of paused when I was doing the whole Hobbit and Lord of the Rings thing. But I finished watching the originals, the last season of the originals. I had a couple episodes left to watch.
Like season 1 or season 2?
Whatever was current. I had it on my DVR.
Oh, so season 2, because I'm waiting for season 2 to get on Netflix.
Which is, it's good and crazy. And
well, the season 1 ended very well.
Klaus is so awesome. I hate him, and he's great.
Oh, I like Klaus.
I like him, though. But he's, like, horrible.
Messed up.
And then I've been watching iZombie as well. Because I had a bunch of stuff on my DVR that I just have been ignoring for books and stuff. So I think now is the time to catch up on stuff. So, but I seriously love that show. It's hilarious. It's great.
Yeah, it is. So I've been, I'm typing it in.
Oh, and The Last Unicorn is on Netflix.
Oh, I own a DVD of it, so that wasn't that cool. We brought it to your house once.
Yeah, well, it was never watched.
I know, but that's okay.
No, which is funny because I saw it we went to like Family Video one night and I saw it and I wanted to get it and the kids wouldn't let me.
I think I got that as an audio. Go on.
But, so then the next day I was cruising Netflix and I saw it on there and I kind of geeked out. I was excited. I'm like, we are totally watching this when Gabe goes to camp. So we did.
So, speaking of random TV shows, so I watched this movie called Hector and the Search for Happiness or something like, or the Pursuit of Happiness. And it was like about a guy who goes to find happiness, like what happiness means and stuff, and he's like traveling. It's really cool.
Okay.
But I watched it because he has like a traveler's notebook and writes in it. So it's pretty cool. Actually, I just watched it because Netflix, it was on Netflix, and the guy from, what's his name? The guy from, there's a guy who's in a lot of funny videos, movies, like British movies. And so I watched it. But I've been reading Raven's Shadow by Patricia Briggs. So that's like another series that she had written, or just two, it's like 2 books. And so I'm reading the first one. And I like it because I do really like her writing style, but I'm not sure that I like it as much as like the Mercy Thompson.
Okay.
But it's good so far. I'm only like halfway through, so.
And what's it about?
Or this lady is like a traveler, which they're like the magic workers or whatever, and she gets married, and then her husband goes missing, and it's just, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
So pretty good.
Cool.
But I've been watching, because Netflix has been starting to get the second seasons or third or whatever season, the newer seasons of stuff. So I've been watching the second season of Bitten, which is based on the books that I really like. So there's a series called The Other Women of Otherworld or something like that by someone, but the first one's called Bitten, and then the next one is, I don't know.
I didn't know that was based on a... I watched the first season. I didn't know that was based on...
Kelly Armstrong is who writes it.
Book.
I had to think. So there's books, and I read them, and it's about this girl, the only girl werewolf who was bitten. But the girl who played Supergirl on the Smallville series is the girl who bitten. But I started watching it, and I really like it, though I don't like how they changed some of the stuff. Like, I understand, like, you have to change stuff to make stuff from the book into a series, but it's good. Like, I like it. So I'm watching the second season of it now, and actually for that book series though, because they talk about like it's the women of Otherworld is what the series is. So it's not just about Elena. It's about there's like a witch, and then there's like a ghost and other stuff like from the other world. But so for that series, when I read it, I just read the ones with the book with the werewolves in it because I really didn't care. I did read the one about Paige, who was like a witch, but I like seeing how they portray them in the TV series because it's like way better than what I was thinking. Because when I was reading the books, the witches I pictured as frumpy, kind of like librarian.
Yeah, that's a good series.
Yeah, so I've been watching that, and then I also started watching the second season of The Witches of East End, which is also based on a book, but I never read the book, so I just watched
season 2. I didn't know that was the second one's on there.
Yeah, it just came out, so I've been watching that and liking that, and then I also have been watching The Glades, which is an older series. I just watch it every once in a while. It's like a lighthearted, like type of murder mystery show. Like he figures out who's murdered, type of thing. Like he's a cop, so I like that. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. Like I haven't been doing too much reading because it's the summer, so the kids are home, so I'm not getting as much sewing time in as I would like. And normally that's when I listen to books.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
But yeah, so I am enjoying the Raven Shadow. But I just downloaded a book that I've been waiting for. I forget what it was now. But I was like, oh no, I'm still waiting for it from the to get it from the library. And I was like telling myself yesterday, because I was checking on it, I was like, when that comes, I'm totally just going to stop everything I'm doing and listen to that book because I would like the next. Oh, but yeah, that's all I'm reading plus watching.
So
randomness.
Yeah.
My tablet broke. Not funny. It sucks. So I got it for Christmas. It is kind of funny. So the one day I was gonna like look up on my Overdrive app and like see if any of the books were there so I could download them to my Kindle app on there. And it wasn't connecting to the Wi-Fi. So I was like, oh, because, you know, sometimes when you're like upstairs away from the modem, it doesn't like pick up because for whatever's in the walls or something. I don't know. So I went downstairs and I was standing right next to the modem, the wireless router, I mean, and it wasn't picking it up at all. So I reset it because it has a reset button. And then it just flashed on and off. The like home screen, not like the home thing, but like, you know how like they always have like a little picture when they're turning on type of thing. Yeah. So it flashed that on and off, and I was like, great. And it did it for like an hour. So I pushed the reset again, and I didn't try turning it on. And then the next morning I tried resetting it. I tried turning it on, and it wouldn't even turn on. So I plugged it in and sent an email to the company because it's under a year warranty, and I got it in November. So I got it on a Black Friday sale, but for Christmas. So I didn't actually get it till Christmas, but I bought it in November. So I sent them a thing, and then they basically told me to do the same thing that I did, reset it. If that doesn't work, hold the power button and the up button to do a factory default reset. So I tried to do that. And that, it won't even turn on. So they're sending a UPS label to mail it back to them.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, it's under warranty. So it should. But I have another warranty story, too. I had last February, I had bought a new iron from Hamilton Beach, just the one that I have. And it wasn't working, like it wouldn't turn on. Me and my problems. So I contacted them for the warranty because I got it like, it was like what, 3 or 4 months when it broke. I had it for like 3 months. And I used the iron pretty quickly. And they were like, well, just send us a picture and then you can pay $9.99 shipping and handling and we'll send you a new one. And I'm like, are you serious? And so I told Andy, I'm like, I really don't want to buy another one of these irons because this is the second one that is broken early. And he was like, well, if you don't want it, I would rather pay $10 because it's like $10 shipping and handling for the new one, then go buy another iron and he'll just use it upstairs because we have 2 irons, one for me and one for him. So, and then I ended up buying a totally different, like semi-professional Shark one. It's just called semi-professional. I'm not sure if it's really professional, but that's just the name of it. From Walmart. And I like it like 100 times better, and it's not broken. But anyway, so I contacted Hamilton Beach, and I sent them the picture like they said. I contacted them, and then they like sent me an email back, and they were like, we can't actually see where the cord is cut. You need to send another picture. So I was like, okay, I'll pull it out, because it's like one of those retractable thing, so it must have just been pulled into, because they want you to cut the cord even though it's not working, so they know that it's really not working, I guess. Which I totally understand, because I'm sure some people try to get free irons or whatever.
I see, yeah.
But it's not really free because you're paying another $10 for it on top of the money you already spent on it. But, so I sent them another picture, so I'm just waiting for that to come. So it's been like the week of return. I was not happy though about my tablet because I'm still waiting for the 4th book to come, and I guess when it comes, I'll just have to put it on my Kindle app on my phone and just read it on my phone, which is like this big compared to my tablet. You know, like I'm gonna read like a 1/4 of a page.
You could probably put a Kindle app on your computer if you wanted to sit with your computer.
Yeah, but it's just easier to.
Well, I don't know. If you want a bigger screen, that's an option.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've been like so annoyed with that. But our zucchini are coming in our garden.
Our garden sucks.
Ours does too, because I just told the girls, here's like 6 plants, have fun.
Well, yeah. Okay, so we planted a lot of plants, but we were supposed to have 4 trees cut down this summer, and the tree cutting place has been super busy, so like they took our names down, and we called a couple times, but they're just busy, so they don't have time for us. So I was looking forward to having a good garden this year because we're going to get some of the big trees that have a lot of shade in our backyard cut down. We're keeping, a couple, but the ones over the gardens are going to be gone, which I'm excited
Is there
about.
other tree services around?
I don't know. I think everyone's just busy. It's summer, So I'm over the fact that we are going to have a sucky garden again this year. So our cucumbers are like this far off the ground.
We have like no cucumbers. Oh, I didn't even plant cucumbers.
We have little yellow zucchinis that are like this big.
I've already picked 3 zucchinis.
And some green tomatoes.
And they're like the big ones.
I hate you. In a nice way. It's not cool. Like, I love...
But our
and
tomatoes
like
are just green and they're not doing well.
Joe at work, he brought home some for me to try. Pickled some zucchinis.
That's what I have in my cupboard. For pickled zucchini.
Oh, so good. So vinegary and awesome. And I wish we would get some in.
And he doesn't.
I like them.
I'll bring you some.
Anyways, yeah. So our garden sucks. And it's been so hot and muggy here. It's not even funny. Like, so hot. Like, even inside in the air conditioning, it is not a relief.
Ours finally broke and it's been nice out, but for a while there it was really
Today
hot.
wasn't so bad. But
so just today, look what I got here. I got this from Jamberry.
Fancy.
Yeah, and so it like holds all my wraps in there.
Wow.
Now,
Did you
like
have to
the
order
front,
that?
Yeah, I ordered it from my thing. Now the front is the ones that I have like available for people to buy, but the ones with the white back right here,
Yeah.
I put papers in there so that these are the ones like that are not for sale. Those are like my personal stash.
Okay. That's
So,
awesome.
but isn't that cool? It's like basically a scrapbook thing
That works.
with all the photos in there. So instead of having a bunch of little things, and I also got new business cards with a QR code.
Ooh, fun. So what does that bring you to?
My website.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's like,
How do you do that?
you just use the QR thing and you scan it and it takes you to my
Yeah,
website.
but how do you make that?
It was part of the, like you could pick a QR code one or a regular one, and I was like,
That's
why
really
be
neat.
regular?
I want that for mine.
But I think there's websites where you can do that, make a QR code, because I've seen people have them on the back of their like tags. So yeah. But I was really excited. Not only that, I went to Joann's because someone ordered a club, so I went to match fabric with their request. And I found some scrapbooking paper to make those inserts on clearance, so I was excited for that. And then I was at Walmart, and I was like, if I'm making inserts, I need a better paper cutter than my super slide one. And look what I got. I've always wanted one of these. It's not even funny.
I had no words. That's really cool.
I know. I got it, and it has like a little lock here so you don't cut yourself. But I've been wanting one of these. Like, I seriously pondered, like, living at a school because I like these things so much. Because, you know, schools have the big ones.
I remember using those as a child. Well, not child, but a larger child.
But I used it yesterday for the first time to make inserts for the...
And did it go well?
And I used it to put the backs in those. It was so
I'm a
much.
little jealous.
It's totally awesome. So I got that. And I already talked about buying the Turtle Mate spindle replacement.
You did. So I already shipped out this past July's club shipment, but I have to share it because
because I have no words.
It's so pretty. Like, not to toot my own horn, but like, aren't they just? They're so fun and bright and happy.
It reminds me of summer by the pool.
That's why it's called. It's a poolside summer.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah. I have an extra one, and I think I might keep them for myself and spin them.
I was going to say, for your club, do you make it available for them to purchase extras?
No, but I guess I could. I only have a couple people in it. Not many people knew about it. I was kind of testing it out. I think this is my 4th or 5th month, just to see how I would do with it. So I didn't really advertise it much.
But now that you said it on the thing, everyone's going to go look for it.
Yeah. No, but very cool. So a friend of mine here in town, her name is Carrie, and she's very sweet, and she started spinning a while ago, and on a drop spindle, and she's like taken to it, and it's really awesome. And I had an antique spinning wheel, right, that I got 5-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And I spun on it once. Well, I got it fixed up and, did some sample spinning. But then I took it to Rendezvous when we went 3 years ago, and I spun yarn on it. And that's it. And then it's sits in my basement and does nothing. So for a while I've been thinking about either selling it or getting rid of it or whatever. So then the other night I was like, I should just give it to Carrie, because if it can be used, yay, I already have 2 wheels that I adore and use all the time. And though it's cool,
it's not doing much in the basement.
No, it's not. So anyways, so then the kids have been going to Wisen Up at night this week. It's a VBS for a local church, and they go and they, do the normal VBS, sing songs, learn a lesson. And then at the end, they slide down, they play these messy games with pudding and caramel and pies in the face, and they get disgusting. And then at the very end, they slide down the hill. They make these big, long, slip and slides, but they put, it's called yuck on it. You can order it, I guess, and you mix it with water and baby oil. And it kind of looks like the inside of a diaper if you ever rip it open. Well, not the yucky stuff, the stuff that absorbs it. Anyways, so they slide down that, and they get they're so messy. Every night they have to shower and they have to wash clothes. Remind me to start the dryer when we're done podcasting. Anyways, so they love it and they have fun. Where was I going? Oh, okay. So I dropped them off last night, and then I went and sat down at the beach with Carrie. I was hanging out, and she was saying something, and I was like, "Hey, do you want a spinning wheel?" And she's like, "Yes." Shut up. How much do you want for it? I'm like, "Oh, I'll just give it to you." I've seriously had it for how long? And I think I got it at a garage sale. I want to say for $25 maybe. Maybe not even. Maybe cheaper. Someone used it as decorations. It was not used, and it was all put together backwards and stuff when I first got it. And my friend Paulette, it was down the street from her at a garage sale. She's the one that called me in. Anyway, so it's been sitting around in my house doing nothing for a long time. So last night I said she could have it. And she's like, "Oh, okay. Next week or sometime." And she was all giddy about it. So I was like, "You can text me whenever. I'll be up in the morning." And she's like, "I won't. I don't want to bother you." I'm like, sure, whatever. So I get a call. She's like, "I'm going to be going here, blah, blah, blah. Can I stop by and get it?" I'm like, "Yes." So I laughed at her. Anyways, but she looked like a kid in a candy store. I'm going to show a picture of her on here because she's so cute. And she makes me laugh. So that's Carrie awesome. And her new wheel. But yeah, so I'm excited that it will have a new home. And it'll be loved and used.
That is awesome.
And I'm making the world go round and making another spinner. Well, actually, she already spun, but you know what I mean.
People just ask me weird questions about spinning. They don't actually start spinning.
Well,
around me.
I didn't really teach her. I don't know. She had wanted to, and then she got it, like, aside from me, and I saw her spinning on Instagram. I'm like, shut up, you finally learned. So, no, but it's been exciting.
That is exciting.
Yes. We went raspberry picking and made raspberry puree. Raspberry puree. Anyways, it's really good on ice cream, or on pancakes, or on French toast. I've
been eating our strawberry jam on toast. It's very delicious. And guess what? I've been researching how to make soap because Michelle from Michelle's Assortment gave me some lye at my last show. And so I've been pinning a lot, and I'm this close to getting ready to make it. I went to Goodwill yesterday to get like a big bowl and some stuff because, I mean, while making soap, you can do it at home. Like, you don't want to mix the utensils you eat out of with it, because you're using lye and it's very caustic. So I found this like insert for a crock pot, like the crock part without the pot part. So I got the ceramic insert, so I can use that as like to mix everything in it. And I got a spoon, and I got like a spatula, I got I actually found like a silicone bread mold there to just put them in to make the soap bars. So I just have to make sure I have all the ingredients, and then I think I'm going to make soap soon.
That's awesome.
So then I've always wanted to. Like, I've been wanting to for a very long time. And then I've been also researching the Udo printer and making like t-shirts, which is like a screen printing thing that I bought like a long time ago, like 2 or 3 years ago on clearance. And I've been like watching YouTube videos on like how to actually use it because it's a little weird. And I'm like this close to doing that. I'm making like a t-shirt to wear at shows. And Trish, Elizabeth's mommy on Ravelry, I wish I could draw because I can't, because I have like a thing that's going to say something, and then I wanted to put like a picture of like a drawing of the bags I make, if that makes sense, like just like a outline of like the work in progress bag and like the box bag. And I tried drawing it, and I cannot draw. It looked horrible. So Trish said she would try and see if I liked what she drew, and I was like, okay. I'm like, if you don't have time, just let me know, because I don't need to do it. I just thought it would be cool.
Yeah.
But I tried drawing it, and I was like, holy crap, I suck at drawing. So, yeah.
That's funny.
But a couple weeks ago, we got, okay, this is totally not having to do with that. So a couple weeks ago, we were at Giant Eagle, and they have books sometimes, like cheap books, as most grocery stores do. And they were like the $5 bid. So we found like the Twilight graphic novel. I think I told you guys about this before. And I got it from Madison. Loves graphic novels. So we gave it to her, and it ended up being, and not $5, but $1.25 for the book.
Dude.
So we got her the book, and she read through it. It's just the first book, but as a graphic novel. And then she proceeded to, like, because I have the books on my shelf, she then proceeded to read all the books, and she's on, like, Breaking Dawn now. She's been, like, reading nonstop since we got it for her, like, a couple weeks ago, which I thought was funny.
That is funny.
And she's all about, like, Edward and Jacob, and loves Jacob, and stuff like that. So it's kind of funny.
That is funny.
Makes me but, yeah. Bella's been reading the 39 Clues.
Gabe likes those.
Well, she's on the second one, the Cahill versus the Vespers now. So, that's what she's been doing. As audiobook reading.
That's cool. That's what I count as reading. I've been bad. I haven't made the kids read. We've just been so busy. Like, okay, so well, this whole past 2 weeks, we'd get up, do whatever, but the girls and Gabe would have swim lessons at 11:15, and then we wouldn't get home till like 12:30, and then Truby had swim lessons at 3:15 until like 4-ish, and then he had baseball at 5:30 till 6:30, and then this week they had Wisen Up from 6:15 to 8. Like, it's been busy, so I have not been making them do anything reading wise, which I really should though, because it's good for them.
Yeah, we usually go to the library like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, we went. I think it was last week. That's Friday. Fridays are off days because they don't have swimming lessons on Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays, but we went last Friday. Anyways.
So that's all that I have.
All right, me too. I need to get stuff together
I'm
and
on the
hand in
last
some classes.
Oh, you need to what?
Hand in classes.
I need to turn it. But I'm on the last bump. Look at that. And then I'll be flying.
That's fun.
Remember. So Andy and I went on a little date for lunch the other day to the Phillies. And they had the Tour de France on TV, so I watched some of it. It was interesting.
It's cool.
So I felt totally cool doing that.
Like, clicked in with the whole tour to whatever.
Yeah, they were going up the Alps. And then there was like a wreck.
That is not cool.
No. And then like the guy, like they put him back on the bike, and then he was like holding on to the car, and the doctor was like working on him as he's like holding on and just riding along next to him.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Well, like you can't like stop because then you're like out of the race.
Oh.
So
maybe I should watch it.
It was kind of interesting.
I have stopped. I posted like the first 3 days, and I've stopped posting any pictures on anything. Well, I
post on Instagram,
but not in Ravelry. So I
yeah. Well, like the teams I'm part of, I guess, aren't really doing prizes, so there's no prizes for the overall thread anymore. So there's not really a point
to posting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure for the House Cup, you get your prize when you turn in your class. So that's what I'm working on.
True. Though this one, I believe I started before the month, so I'll have to turn in for detention. The other 2 spins I can turn in for.
Well, the other mashup that I finished, I did turn in for detention.
Nice. And the little cup cozy I made, I can turn in.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could turn in those inserts. I sewed those.
I don't know.
Is there anything?
There might be.
It's not really sewing, though.
Kind of is.
Well, it is, but it's like one straight line. Whatever. Okay. Till next week.
I'll see you later. Bye.